That's the real power. Yeah, that's the real power. Because the other kind of power is really the power to who owns what and who is the coolest and who can run the fastest, you know, and who can get more votes, you know, who's more popular. It's like a contest. It's about competition, which, well, actually separates us more. And we're being played against each other. You know, while the rich get richer and those who corrupt the world, well, you know, they play their own little games while we are running around like chickens with our head cut off in the game of life, trying to play the game of life, trying to make it in this world, be successful, have a lot of money, of course, you know, be happy, have good times, be entertained, be happy, yeah, right. While actually life is really, well, work is not really so pleasant. We got to do it. Actually, the most of the time in our life is controlled by the things we have to do. We don't do them because we want to. And so, if you really think about that, well, then also think about really what controls our time, what occupies our time, and then you look at what controls this world. You look at the realities of this world, you look at war, you look at suffering, you look at injustice, and you really ask yourself what is real, and why do these things happen? The thing is, you know, the real, very real duality that has evolved is us versus them. You know, the masses versus those who control the masses. But this illusion or delusion of duality also needs to come to an end as we realize that we are them. We have created them. Them or they are not the enemy. Actually, we have become our own worst enemy. We have found the enemy, and the enemy is us. As we project outwardly the struggle that's within each and every one of us, as we all grew up in this world, and we're all part of the human experience, which goes back to through our time, as we all have parents, and they come from 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 parents. And yeah, so we're all connected. We're all relatives. And yeah, there's some like Big Brother can be like a bully. You know what the bullies? But they're people too, right? As we all are more alike than we're different, actually. Because we all are one. One. And I have to think about, this, which is really the point, that we all are, and we all are trying to make in this world. We're trying to make our point. Which is a matter of, we're trying to be heard, we're trying to be understood, we're trying to do something that matters. We basically all want the same thing. Even those who were born into some of those families that control everything, those who control the media, you know, and the factories, the industry, politics, controls that. Some call them the Illuminati. If you're born into that consciousness, you don't really concern yourself too much with that, because you're more driven by greed. Which in a way we all are born into that consciousness, and we all have developed greedy tendencies, as we all concern ourselves mainly with number one. And that's, well, the man or the woman in the mirror. It's all about that. What we want, what we seek. You know, we become these consumers. Even love has become a product which we consume as we go from relationship to relationship, just looking for something, looking for somebody. And we like also in life, this is an investment. We're trying to get the most out of that investment in terms of happiness and good experiences, but we all live side by side. And the real war that's taking place, from which the wars in this world are a reflection of, is the war that's taking place in us, and that's the war between the two sides. That's the universal battle between the darkness versus the light, love versus fear. And the old consciousness is the latter, is fear. It's what we're born into. It's what controls this world. And so it's really time for something new. So let's begin there, because it's really up to us. We cannot win the war by fighting things outside of us and focusing on the corruption and talking about how terrible things are, you know. And the news is just filled with all these bad news, and we hear it everywhere, you know. And don't trust anybody, especially don't trust the government. Actually, the question is really, do we need government? Can we not govern ourselves? Or rather, should we not govern ourselves? Some interesting questions here to look at that for yourself, brought to you by Realize to Actualize right here, right now. Would you like to talk about it more? Just put a comment on this video, and maybe we can start a discussion Also, if you would like to talk to me personally, I'm just a phone call away or an email away. Yeah, that's the school of life for you. In action. That's the now for you in action. The real power of now. On that note.